Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, it is a drugstore tutorial. Again, I see this a lot, but like I don't really know if I'm gonna title it that, but it has something to do with the drugstore and it being a tutorial. So I actually just hit 100 subscribers. I know if you guys are watching this week, then you probably know that already. But I did a poll like on my Instagram and I've like asked what people would want to see this week. So I asked if people wanted to see a tutorial. They said yes, and then I asked high-end or drugstore, so I got a 50-50 answer. So yesterday I posted my high-end tutorial, and then today I'll be posting my drugstore tutorial. So yeah, kind of self-explanatory. Yesterday's video I actually filmed a while ago, so it just so happened that I was able to post it yesterday. So if you noticed that some of those products I finished in my 19 by 19 project pan, it's because I filmed that before then, so sorry to confuse you. I'm sure really nobody cares, like I'm probably the only one who noticed that, but you know what I mean. So yeah guys, again, if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically I'm just going to be using drugstore products all over this face. Right here, I'll tell you a little bit about pricing, what I like, what I don't like, and stuff like that. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first product I have here is actually like in a different container. So this is actually the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer in this little tube. And so I took it out because I was running low and I was tired of squeezing it out of that tube. And this, now I can just visually see how much is left, which is quite a lot more than I expected there to be, but you know, whatever. This is one of my favorite primers. I've tried a lot of e.l.f. primers. I've tried a couple high-end primers. I don't know, I haven't like, I was into primer sprays for a little bit, so I tried a lot more primer sprays than I did like actual cream primers, but I have tried quite a few, and this one honestly is my favorite so far. So if you ever want to check out the flower primers, I'd go for it because they're really nice, and they're $10.99 or something like that, so they're not the cheapest, but I do think that they are worth it, and you do get a lot of product, a lot of products. So I really like this, and this is definitely something I'd be repurchasing if I could. Like if I got the chance, not if I could, because I could technically, but like if I ran out of primers or something. So then next is foundation. I do also have this Maybelline Baby Skin primer. This is not my favorite, just a BTW. People love it, but I don't, so take that however you would like it. I am actually, for foundation, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer. This is the shade Beige. It looks like this. It has with aloe, cucumber, and vitamins A, C, and E. I actually really love this, and this is definitely something I'll be repurchasing because it's so cheap. The only thing is that there's only 4 shades. So I'm like, e.l.f., can you please do me a solid and expand the shade ranges so I can use this year round. This will be a really pretty, I think, summer foundation because it's so light coverage. It's not too crazy. It'll be nice for summer, like kind of just your face but better kind of vibe. I don't know if that makes sense. So I really like it, and I really wish that they had deeper shades, especially because like so I can tell everyone to go get it. This is only $3 and you can get it from Target or elf.com. It's really nice. Again, I'd suggest trying it if you have a shade in this. Okay, and so for concealer, I have a couple of drugstore concealers. I have this Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I forgot to put on first, so we're just going to add a little bit of that on the face. And then we have 3 e.l.f. concealers. So e.l.f. is the cheapest brand, one of the cheapest. Yeah, you know, it is like the cheapest drugstore brand that you can get at Target and stuff like that, because Essence you can get at Ulta, but like they're cheap, but you can only get them at Ulta or online, and Essence online is terrible. But so I think e.l.f. has really great products for really cheap, so I'm going to be mentioning a lot of their products honestly. But the Maybelline Fit Me concealer is a really nice concealer if you know your shade. Like, I got a shade that's way too light for me normally. It works because I can finagle it a little bit, like mix it with the foundation a little bit. Just, I can finagle it, like it's too light, but normally it's too light for me. So I want to get it in a better shade in a little bit, but I like, my favorite drugstore concealer is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. It is so amazing, so nice. This is my like favorite concealer that I've tried so far. From the drugstore. So I have the shades Warm Sand and Medium Beige, and in the Maybelline one I'm in the shade Sand Sable, or I have the shade Sand Sable, but it's too light for me, so I would go a little bit darker. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Medium Beige concealer because I already added concealer under my eyes. I'm just gonna use this one to like spot conceal a little bit, do a little bit extra covering. And then I like to use the shade Medium Sand for under my eyes. In the summer, Medium Beige is probably gonna be my concealer shade. And I'm not going to be able to use Medium Sand because it is really light, but I want to pick up more shades just because, again, I love this concealer and it is a really good everyday concealer. It's only $5, guys. Totally suggest it. e.l.f. does have this, like, e.l.f. I think it's like Light Illusion concealer or something like that. I usually use this as a contour. I don't feel like doing it today, but these are really, I have the shade Medium. It's really, really dark, like too dark to be a concealer on me and a lot of people, honestly. So I suggest getting either the shade Light or Fair. I'm usually in the winter, I'm the shade Fair. Not true. I'm the shade Light in these concealers, and I really like it just for brightening under the eye. Again, it's not the best for coverage, but it is really nice for just under the eye. Okay, and then for powder, this is the Flower Beauty. It comes in like this thing. It's a Flower Beauty powder like container, but I actually have the Coty Airspun powder in here, which if you guys watch YouTube way back when, like just last year or the year before that, if you watch old videos, you'll see everyone and their mom talking about this powder because everybody loved this powder, and they don't talk about it too much anymore. But I do really like this powder. It's like not the best. My favorite is this number 7 translucent perfect light loose powder. But I feel like I use that one a lot, so I was gonna use switch it up a little bit. This Coty Airspun powder is like $6, and you get so much product in here. It's crazy. So if you're looking to get something that's like really good for your money, I'd try this one. But if you want something like really that's just good and you don't get as much product, I'd go with the number 7. Okay, so then for face powder, I use a lot of e.l.f. like I was saying earlier, but I'm going to use this Rimmel Stay Matte powder because I don't use this one that often. This is like $5, and it is a really nice powder. It is truly a matte powder, and it will make you stay matte. You see it sucked the life out of my foundation and stuff because it's just so matte, and I do really like it. I got a nice pan going on there, but I also like this Flower Beauty, no, not Flower, this e.l.f. one as well, which I'm just going to add a little bit in there. This is only $2 from e.l.f. and it is a really, really nice powder. Oh my gosh, guys. So nice for $2. I saw Juicy Jazz. I don't know if anybody watches her. I saw her. She just talked about this in one of her videos, and I was like, yes, girl, exactly. So then next is bronzer. And for bronzer, I'm actually gonna, this is from the drugstore. This is the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. And I got the shade Warm Caramel so that I can use it as a bronzer. And then this is the Amuse Cosmetics Matte Bronzer in the shade 2. This you can't find at like Target, Walmart, or anything, but you can get this at shopmissy.com. Yeah, shopmissy.com, and it's only $1, so it's definitely drugstore priced. I just wanted to mention it because this is the one I use every single day, but this is a drugstore one, this LA Girl one. I was going to say LA Colors. And then they also have the NYX bronzer. What do I mean they? The drugstore, there's also the NYX bronzer from the drugstore, and that is my favorite. I just have to use these bronzers up and get a lighter shade in that one because I only have my summer shade in that bronzer, and way too dark for me now, way too dark. So that one is really my favorite, but I just wanted to test other bronzers out, and I really want just to use that one. Alright, and then so for brows, this is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I like this brow pencil. It's not my favorite just because the shape is triangle shaped, if you can see that, like that. But it is really good. It's a really creamy formula. It's a really nice formula. So if you like this shape, you'll like this brow pencil. But if you don't like this shape, you might not like this brow pencil because obviously it's the shape that it is, but it is a good base formula. So if they had a different tip, I probably would like it a lot more because I really do like the creaminess and just, I don't know, it just applies to the brows really, really nicely. Okay, so next we're going to do eyes before we move on to blush and highlight. So I have a couple of drugstore palettes, and I have some very nicely priced palettes that are kind of, they're drugstore priced, they're not from the drugstore. But I really love this e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette, and I haven't used it in a really long time, so I really wanted to use it. Again, this is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract palette. You can get this from Target. And I'm not sure about Walmart, but I know you can definitely get it from Target. So I am just going to use this to do my eyes. It has just really nice shades in it. Really pretty. Enough said. So the first shade I'm going to take is the shade Fresh right here, which is just a cream base shade. I'm just going to set my eyes with that. And I am going to work today, and I work at the YMCA, so not that I can't, I just rather not have like the fullest beat of life on. So I don't like to put usually shimmers on my eyes, so we're just going to take some matte shades. And actually I'm going to reach into the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette, which again is another drugstore palette. You can get this at Ulta Beauty and elf.com. I haven't seen it in store yet, but you might be able to. I'm just going to take these two middle shades and blend that into the crease. And literally that's what I'm going to do from this look because, again, like I said, I just don't like going to work with like a full smoky eye. And I really do love both of these e.l.f. palettes. They're really great palettes. You get a little bit more bang for your buck when you buy the bigger one. This one is $12 and this one is $14. So it's $2 more, but you get way more shadows. And they have two other ones of these, which, so if you are like not really interested in this color scheme, you might be interested in that one. And I really do love them. Again, e.l.f. is just on a roll with like recently. It's just amazing. Okay, and then for let's go on to blush. For blush, I have a couple of different blushes. This is a blush from Five Below, City Color matte blush. You can get this at citycolors.com or Five Below. I really like that one. And I have two e.l.f. single blushes that again are really, really nice. I have the shade Berry Mary and Twinkle Pink, and they're just gorgeous blushes. But I'm actually going to use this e.l.f. blush palette. I have this light one. This is a really, really beautiful blush palette. It is just so gorgeous. And you get, it's $6 and you get 4 blushes that just last so long. I love it. It is just gives you that the prettiest like flush of color. And I really, really like it. So I'm just going to add a light layer because, again, I don't like going full craziness at work. So just going to add a little bit, a little something, something. This is a really, really, I love this palette. And then for highlighter, this highlighting palette is really, really nice. This is, well, this is the Profusion Blush and Glow 2. So I don't know what number 1 looks like, but I don't like the blushes in here. But I do like the highlighters, and this palette costs $5.99 in total. So you would be wasting the 2 blushes, but I think that even though the 2 blushes are bad, the highlighters are worth it enough that I'd say go pay $5.99, get this palette, and only use the highlighters. I also have an e.l.f. blush, an e.l.f. highlighter that I think is so worth it. This is Apricot Glow. They're only like $3 from e.l.f. They're the e.l.f. Blake highlighters. This just gives a very subtle highlight on the face. It's, again, not too much, very subtle, but it is very, very pretty. And then I also have this Essence Pure Nude highlighter that, again, is just very subtle, very pretty. I love this highlighter. You can get this one at Ulta or Essence.com. So I'm just going to mix a couple. I'm going to mix this one. We're going back to the 100 products kind of thing. We're just going to mix a little bit. And a little bit of Hype from the Profusion palette and just do a little bit. Do a little bit, you know what I mean? Just a smidge bit. I just really like that natural kind of glow from within kind of highlight. I don't like the huge, like, blinding kind of highlight. So I really like the Essence one and the e.l.f. one. These are really blinding though. They're really, I can swatch them. This is Hype, Passion, and Elated, and they are just so blinding. They are a little bit on the darker side, so if you're light skin, okay, if you're like white, this one might be the only one that works for you. But I think this is so pretty. So if you're tan or you want this for the summer to just glow, this is a good one. $5.99, people. And then let's just do mascara. We don't have too many products left, if any. I didn't want to talk about like every single drugstore product that I have because we'd be here forever. And then I also didn't want to just talk about the ones I taught my favorites. Because I'll be posting a video soon of my top 10 under 10. And so some of those products are going to be mentioned again. So I didn't want to mention like all my favorites. So I just used products that I really like that are from the drugstore. Okay, so for mascara, I'm using this Essence Get Big Lashes. This is my favorite mascara. And again, I say this Essence you can get at Ulta, which I guess is the drugstore to some people. To others, it's really not. But this is just my favorite mascara that I've found from the drugstore, and that is under like $5 or under. So I really just, like, I don't know, there's no other mascara that I would recommend more than this one for this price point, or for being, you know, drugstore priced. So if you could take a trip to Ulta, I would. Because again, this is just so pretty. Of course, if you can't, you can find a mascara at the drugstore. I wouldn't just recommend staying away from e.l.f.'s mascaras. I don't love them. They work for my sister, so I guess it's just personal, but personally, I don't like them. So this one is a win. I'm sorry, guys. My camera's just so weird. We have a couple of products here that I could talk about. Again, like I said, lots of e.l.f. So there's these e.l.f. matte lip crayons kind of thing. They're really nice. They're not fully matte, so they're not transfer proof. They will transfer on stuff, but I do really like these. I have the shade Berry Sorbet and Praline, and they're really, really nice. I'm not going to use those today, but I do like both of them if you want to check those out. And then Essence has this Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss, which I adore. So beautiful. It is one of my favorites, honestly, and I'm like real picky when it comes to my glosses. And then NYX has some glosses as well. NYX Lingerie Gloss, and then the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick. So they have some lip products, I meant to say. But I have the shade Euro Trash and Carpet Show. I really like both of these, the gloss and the liquid lipstick. They're not something I'm going to run out and go buy again. Like, I want to still try. I'm still looking for other liquid lipstick formulas, and once I'm done with the gloss, I don't think I'd repurchase it, but I think that they're nice. These are both on sale. That's why I picked them up. So if you see some on sale, I'd pick them up. They're worth having in your collection, but nothing to go sprint to the drugstore for, you know. And then last but not least, I have two e.l.f. like glosses. This is the e.l.f. tinted lip oil, which I'm going to use right now. This is in the shade Pink Kiss. It is just such a nice gloss. It gives like a little pink hue. It's not much at all, but it's so just like light, and again, it's just like a tinted lip oil. It is. I have another lip oil and it is so sticky. It is annoying. So I really like this one because it's not sticky, but it still gives that glossy effect. So I really like these, and this is definitely something I'd consider repurchasing because it is really nice to have. Maybe getting it in a different shade, because for like the fall and stuff, I don't necessarily like the pinkiness to it. But yeah, I also have this e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. I really like this as well. It is a pretty gloss. I have like none of this left, but it's really pretty and it does give that tingling effect on the lips. I really like these glosses as well. I wouldn't buy this one so much because I don't need a lip plumping gloss really, and I don't necessarily love the tingling. But if you don't mind it, you're gonna love this. It's a really pretty gloss. So that was a lot of products. But yeah, guys, one more thing I guess I should mention is a setting spray. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus natural finish setting spray. I haven't like really tried this, only here and there, so we'll just spray a little bit. And I do like it. The smell's fine, the spritzer's fine. It's only $4.99, so I like it so far. Again, I haven't tried it that much. I really like the Milani Make It Last setting spray. That's from the drugstore, and it's really, really nice. So that's it for this video, guys. If you followed along, awesome sauce. I guess, like, I don't know what I want to call this because a tutorial, I guess you followed along. You could follow along, but like I really didn't do that much. I did like basic things, so I don't really know. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you for 100 subscribers. This week I will be posting every day. Every day this week. This is video number 3. Go check out my last 2 videos. I was 100 products using 100 products for 100 subscribers and a full face of high end. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.